The mission of Exhibit J was and continues to be focused on the younger generation with an emphasis on 3 E's: empowerment, education, and excitement. We want to create the next generation of Jewish leaders that know what it means to be Jewish, are empowered, and have the skills and the knowledge to be able to do so, and the excitement with which they can go out and be the light upon other nations as well as within their own communities.
My kids grew up in Staten Island. I grew up in Staten Island. My grandkids are here in Staten Island, and my son Ben now is involved in Exhibit J. My daughter Rachel was involved in Exhibit J, and once you get involved, you never leave.
Exhibit J is the organization that's trying to give Jewish people what, when I was growing up, we didn't have.
My son was introduced to Rabbi Shandalov. He started learning with him. He became his rabbi. Then he sent him to Mahan Shlomo, where he learned for 2 years. He came back and started working for him. And after starting working for him at one of the very first Shabbatons, he met his bride. So we're very, very blessed and grateful to Exhibit J for everything.
There were no Exhibit J's back in the USSR. The Jews who joined Exhibit J have a little bit easy task of keeping their core Jewish values. So you're so lucky that there's an Exhibit J in this blessed country of the United States of America.
Exhibit J started out as a mom and pop shop.
We had a lot of programs and events, but it was a relatively small organization.
When we started out, we didn't have much of a budget.
Then came October 7th, and everything changed.
Fox News alert, at least 250. We're hearing reports of even more. Israelis are dead and more than 1,500 wounded after the terrorist group Hamas launched an unprecedented air, ground, and even sea assault on Israeli soil.
Middle East, where Israel's military continues to battle Hamas in at least 7 locations.
So now you have left-wing college students all across America holding a National Day of Resistance. The anti-Israel rally showing a shocking display of indifference toward the victims in southern Israel.
I was sitting with friends, and the first thing they asked me was, "Are you Muslim?" I said, "No." "Christian?" "No." And then I said, "I'm Jewish." The first thing they said was, "What do you believe about Israel Palestine?" They kept on pushing, and I'm like, "Okay, I believe in Israel." And then this person, he was like, "I'm a cater waiter for a Jewish company, and I know all about your holidays and all about everything, and I just don't like Jews."
I had a friend who point blank asked me, "What is your stance on Palestine?" So I said, "Well, I don't know, but, I think invading another country and kidnapping its citizens is bad." A comment as simple as that, I was immediately called, names. They stopped being friends with me. They completely stopped talking to me.
All of a sudden, I was being hated for nothing. It was just so normalized to hate Jews or hate Israelis.
We had encampments. We had Jewish students scared.
I just didn't feel comfortable. I stopped going to a library, and I couldn't study there, and I couldn't be around anyone. And everyone was just waving Palestinian flags. You could feel that wasn't a good environment to be in as a Jew. And it was really sad because I wanted to be with friends, but I guess were they even my friends if they didn't even stand up for me?
I saw some of the footage when it happened on October 7th, and I pictured myself in that position. It was really hard. And you can tell that nobody there deserved it. These are, you think of the Bebas family, you think of everyone that lost their wives, their husbands, their children. It's very painful.
October 7th was a wake-up call to Jews everywhere, but particularly to unaffiliated secular Jews in non-Jewish environments like students on campus, because They were confronted with people who cared a whole lot about things that it turned out, didn't know about.
After October 7th, I started wanting to get more in touch with my Judaism, and I kind of just sought more Jewish friendships because they understood what was happening.
Since October 7th, there's been an uptick, this excitement for Judaism, this thirst from unaffiliated Jews. They were going along with their non-Jewish friends, everything was fine, and all of a sudden, October 7th happens, and now they're ostracized. Now people are saying, "You Jew," and this and that, and they're pushing them out of the way, and they start coming, looking for answers.
When I started talking to more Jewish people, I felt like I belonged there, and I kind of was like, if you're going to hate me, at least let me give you a reason to hate me for. At least let me be the best Jew, and then hate me.
October 7th was a wake-up call that I think many of us truly needed. And outreach became, as a byproduct of that, tremendously easier. A lot more people are interested, they have more questions.
I've been doing this for 29 years. I never saw such a thing in my life, what I saw after October 7th.
Students just started pouring in.
Exhibit J stepped up in a major way. We realized we need to have more people to support our students, to guide them, to teach them Torah, values, and we had to hire more staff to start running more programs.
Over the past year in Exhibit J, I've been lucky to be part of this expansion in terms of the amount of learning that's happening, the amount of programs that are happening, the seminar that runs, the trip culminating to Poland, where transformation takes place. Students are really connecting on such a strong Jewish level.
It was really mind-boggling, I guess, to go see what the people that experienced the Holocaust experienced. And it was more so like, if they died for being Jewish, then in a world where I can be so freely Jewish, even if there's anti-Semitism, but there's such accessible kosher options and, Shabbat's being held and everything, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I get to do something that so many people died for?
Exhibit J and all the people there inspired me just to learn more every day. I started putting on tefillin more, going to the Shabbats all the time. My first Shabbat was actually with Exhibit J.
After October 7th, it made it really obvious how beautiful and important having a community like Exhibit J is. Every time I come here, I feel a breath of relief, and I'm just so grateful to have this community. I would not be able to connect to Judaism and to connect to Hashem without the support of the people around me.
Before I found Exhibit J, my friend groups were very surface level. I had friends who were Muslim, and they were very behind my back. Oh, Jews this, Jews that. And it was just not a good feeling. After Exhibit J, all my friends are Jewish. It's very comforting to know that people genuinely have your back.
I am very, very happy that I found Exhibit J. I feel like I found my people and my family.
Many of our students that come to us, they feel it's like a safe haven here. They can't be themselves when they go to college, to their workplace. Once they come to Exhibit J, they see like-minded people.
When I came to Exhibit J, I felt like it was like home, and that it was our own little bubble, that no matter what's going on outside, we can always come back, and we can always know that there are other people in this class or in these classes that also experience anti-Semitism.
I love seeing our students hang out outside of Exhibit J. We'll run into them at Holy Schnitzel or something, and I'll say, "Oh, were you guys friends before Exhibit J?" And they're like, "Nope." A lot of them will say, "I had no Jewish friends until Exhibit J."
Many students were sitting here. I asked them a very simple question. Who here wants to have Jewish grandchildren? And everyone said, yeah, they want to have Jewish grandchildren. How are you going to make sure that your grandchildren actually are going to be Jewish? And everyone agreed. If you want to have Jewish grandchildren, you yourself have to be knowledgeable and proud Jew. Once you're proud Jew, you want to have a Jewish spouse, and your kids are going to look up to you.
Once there's education, once there's understanding the value and the beauty of being Jewish, there's a much higher chance of students or people not assimilating, not intermarrying, because they know the treasure that they have.
There are Exhibit J students on Staten Island and elsewhere who have married Jewish spouses and who have Jewish children because of their experiences at Exhibit J. And so we're setting up Jewish homes. They're going to have Jewish grandchildren. It's just going to ripple out further.
We've seen dozens of weddings happen where people met through Exhibit J, or they met other Jewish people because they started to value their Judaism.
Whenever one of our students has a Jewish baby, I'll tell them Mazel Tov, and I'll also say, like, on behalf of the Jewish people, thank you so much. Every Jewish child born is such a celebration for all of us. Everybody who gets involved with Exhibit J transforms the lives of young people and transforms their futures.
On the one hand, we're losing many, many people. On the other hand, there's way more interest, which we have to tap into.
This is the time to expand Exhibit J. There are so many young people who are looking for answers and connection and Jewish values and meaning.
We don't know how many chances we have, but you have an opportunity to influence a Jewish neshama, to save a Jewish neshama. This is really Hatzalah, saving Jewish lives.
If we could have more staff, if we could have more programs and more resources, we could reach so many more people. They're out there. We can see them, and we can't quite reach all of them.
If you're not going to take advantage right now, we're going to lose them. It's a guarantee. And in 3 generations from now, their grandkids not going to be Jewish.
Can you imagine how much more we could accomplish, how much more could be done if there is more resources?
When you support Exhibit J, you are enabling young people to discover their Judaism and to make lasting change that will impact the future of the Jewish nation.